Hey everybody, Rachel Caskey here, and I just wanted to talk to you about how my days go here. Since I am currently not working at a full-time job to create income, I am working on reselling in addition to my art business. So I did start an eBay shop. It's just a generic name, RACCAS_46. In addition to that, I created a new Etsy shop just for digital products. I'll be adding to that more as well. That is called Digital Street Designs. So if you just go to www.etsy.com/shop/digital street designs, you'll find me on there. Or if you just search Etsy for Digital Street Designs, you'll find it. So the type of products I'm reselling includes a record collection that I inherited from the previous homeowner, and I also purchased some items at a local flea market and a local Goodwill that I'm flipping for. Bought them low and selling them for higher, of course. I follow a lot of those YouTube channels that does this, and honestly, I grew up kind of in that environment. Before they had eBay and everything else like that, my grandparents and aunt used to take me to yard sales and garage sales, and then we would resell the stuff later on. So I always had that bug to do that. But regarding my artwork, I just dropped off a painting to a previous pastor that I knew. She had paid for the painting a while ago. It was of two sheep. Get it? Pastor, sheep, flock. Anyways, so I dropped off her painting at the church today, and some of the housekeeping things I have to do today is list a lot of those records that I have. I've already sold a Coach purse, and I sold one record on Facebook Marketplace. Regarding my art business, I am participating in a rooftop art show at Arsenal Cider House in Dormont, PA. It's their new location. I've never been there myself, so I'm pretty excited about it. And I do plan on doing some on-site caricatures or illustrations, more like illustrations, not caricatures. I like to draw, and I can draw by a reference photo, but I don't typically have that caricature style. I can do a pen and ink illustration by looking at a picture. So I'll be doing that. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun to check out Arsenal Cider House over there in Dormont. And I don't know, I have some more craft shows I'm applying to. I'm searching for possible grant money or loan money for my businesses, so that I can be sustainable, because right now I have a major cash flow crunch, and that's what most businesses, they go through things like this. Instead of throwing in the towel and going and finding a full-time job somewhere else, only to leave that full-time job to try to come back and do the small business, doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense to get the funding you need and pay it back if it's a loan, or you get the grant money to continue the business. Most businesses don't go out of business just to go work for somebody else. They usually, hustle and find funding or find more clients. So that's how that works. Obviously, I'm not opposed to getting a full-time job if I had to, but I'm really trying to push hard to realize this dream of mine, to be a small business owner, a permanent, full-time, independent small business owner. And a lot of that has to do with my health. I have put it out there on my social media before. I do have a mental health condition, and I also have other health conditions related to my thyroid. So I am fatigued easily. I get stressed and overwhelmed very easily, which can be very difficult to sustain a full-time job, especially in certain industries that can be very stressful, to say the least. So that's kind of where I am in my journey right now with my art and my businesses. I'm also, of course, updating you on my journey here on my YouTube channel, as well as TikTok and anywhere else I can share my journey. I'll tell you kind of something that I do that helps keep me on track is I actually I write lists and check off when I complete my tasks. I'll give you an idea of just a few of the things. As you can see, I fill up every day with things, and it's and usually they're things I need to get done for my health, for with my kids because I'm a single mom, for my business. So I try to keep track of everything in my calendar here. So I'll give you an idea of what I have for here today. Well, actually, I didn't have anything written for Wednesday, but basically I carry over anything that wasn't completed prior, and I try to focus on the ones that are most important. Prioritize them. So, one of the health issues I'm dealing with is a thyroid issue. They found a 0.6 centimeter nodule on my thyroid with an ultrasound scan, because I have been having thyroid issues ever since I was put on lithium for my bipolar disorder. I was taken off of lithium because it was causing issues. And I was put on a different medication that is working better for me now. They said that, I've looked up online, and my doctor was really, upfront that a lot of people do get these nodules, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's malignant. So let's pray for that. Pray that it's benign and that it's just something simple and they can take care of it. But I have to get a nuclear scan done for that. I also am getting a follow-up pulmonary function test for my lungs because I had COVID a couple years ago, and my doctor, is looking out for any of those issues as well, any of the long-haul COVID issues. But some of the things I have on my to-do list is to paint another painting. As I paint, have my camcorder running to record that, edit the video in Adobe Premiere, and then post it here to YouTube and share it anywhere else. I need to look up funding for my small business. If anybody knows of any great sources that you can refer me to, I'd appreciate that. And then I even write down even basic things that, some people might find it silly, but like I wrote down here that I need to get Post-it notes. I want to get some of those grid wall towers, like that where you see at the craft shows that have the grids and the hooks on them, and that's where people hang their artwork. I don't have any of those yet. I do have the spinning greeting card metal things that spin. I don't know what they're called, obviously, but they spin, and you have the greeting. You put your greeting cards in there. So I'm going to be using that at my next craft show. Let me see what else. I want to get some merchandise bags. I want to buy some great packaging for my reselling business and, of course, my art business. I want to be able to present my products well. So I want to be able to get some, and I did receive one of those Uline catalogs in the mail, so I'll be sifting through that. Actually put on here I wanted to buy Post-its because I want to put the sticky notes on the pages of where I went to purchase certain things from Uline. So I know, and if anybody has a recommendation on anywhere else I should be looking for these type of products or packaging, let me know. I know you can, I know there are a lot of different sources, and if you have any recommendations, please let me know. And yeah, that's really about it. One thing about being a single mom and co-parenting is I actually have a little bit more time to myself sometimes because, I co-parent. So my ex has my sons, certain days of the week, and I have them the other days of the week. We share uh, custody that way. And it was set up between the two of us. We didn't have to go to courts or anything like that, which is great. Uh, and so I have a little bit more time to myself on the days that I don't have them, of course. So I try to really hustle and get a lot done during those times as well. Not that my sons don't help, because sometimes they actually do. I mean, the one evening, my older son, he was a little motivated because he wanted to use my PC to do some gaming. So he's like, "How much have you gotten done?" And he's like, "You're going too slow." So he was helping me list items on eBay, and I figure this is good practice for him if he ever wants to get into something like this, or at least it shows him how to do some entrepreneurial stuff as well. So two birds, one stone type of deal. So that was helpful, and I like when they get involved. My sons get involved in my businesses like that. My older son seems to take more interest at this point, and he went to the flea market with me to look for items that I could flip and sell online. So that was fun as well. Both of my sons are rather creative like me. Both of them can draw pretty well, pretty decent. I'm not pushing them in that particular direction by any means, but because they're very well rounded and very smart in all other ways as well. But it is cool to see those creative genes passed along. What else? So I guess just sharing some of my journey, and it can be a little bit difficult getting out of my own brain about the things that I want to get done versus what action steps I actually take. And I think one of the hardest things that I've been trying to push through is reaching out to people and to organizations and saying, "Hey, I exist. Can I help? Can I do this? Can I?" One of the ways I've pushed myself or challenged myself was reaching out to a local organization and trying to set up art classes. And I did that successfully over in Greensburg at the Green Beacon Gallery, and it went really well. It was so much fun, and the participants had a great time. They said they would attend another one if I had one. So that gave me a lot of hope on doing that as a revenue generator, as well as, of course, it's fun and it's awesome. And I also have a couple more of those classes coming up through another different organization. So that's one of my other streams of income that I plan on increasing, is having classes. Now, I do want to eventually teach online classes, but I don't feel like that's in my wheelhouse quite yet, if that makes any sense. Because, focusing on my reselling business as well as painting and doing craft shows, I don't want to stretch myself too thin working on all these different aspects, because it's only me right now. I don't have any other employees. I'm trying to build revenue right now. So that's kind of where I am. And that's about it. I'm just looking to also find my voice, so to speak, and try to find a regular what do you say? Like I want people to look at my art and be like, "That's a Rachel Caskey," but right now. But at the same time, I don't like to feel limited on what types of styles that I do. I love trying out different styles. So I find that there's that conflict going on with me all the time. Because they tell you online, and in a lot of art galleries and everything, they want to see a distinct style across a certain series. So that's something I've been wanting to do, is develop one particular series. but I don't know if it's part of my bipolar disorder or just my creativity in general, but I tend to go in all kinds of different directions. I might do a watercolor illustration one night, and then another night I'll work on an abstract, and another night I'll try to do a landscape. So it's just where my mood takes me. You know, it's a very my painting and my artwork and creativity is very much mood based, which might be relate back to my disorder. I don't know, but it's a double-edged sword to say the least. Anywho, that's all I have for now. Just wanted to kind of do a quick little video blog here and say hi to everybody, and I hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care.